Hello my dear students and welcome back to Zenith Academy Online. My name is Fatima Vora and I am your English teacher for today. Today we are going to cover an important poem of 10th standard ICSE syllabus. I know why the caged bird sings. This poem is written by Maya Angelou. Let's see a little bit more about the poetess and the poem. Maya Angelou was a powerful feminist writer of Afro-American ethnicity. Now, ethnicity means belongings. She belonged to Afro-American group of a community of people, and she was a powerful feminist writer, one of her kind in those times where females were not given so many opportunities to come ahead and put their word. She was a poetess who put her words, her thoughts through her writings. She is widely acclaimed author, poet and a civil rights activist. She was present during the era of King Martin Luther Jr. when there were certain activities and people were protesting in America for the rights of black. She was the author over at that time period, and she has put her thoughts ahead of presenting the struggles of black people, black community for their rights, for their equality amongst the white Americans. This poem, written in 1969, symbolizes her means the poetess, traumatic childhood up till the age of 17 years, brought her worldwide recognition. This poem, that is I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, actually denotes her own life until the age of 17 years, but this has been written in the year 1969. Now, this poem brought her worldwide recognition and fame because it was so well drafted, so well written, and it actually emphasized the problems of the black community who lived in America. They protested for their rights and they had a very hard time at that era. Now, in this poem, the bird in the cage is symbol of all the African Americans and their fight for freedom. Now, freedom is not that actually they were in jail or in prison, but they were not given their rights or equality amongst other Americans. There are two birds in the poem. The first is the free bird, which denotes the white Americans, and the second cage is the caged bird, the bird which is enslaved in the cage, and that bird symbolizes the black Americans. Now let's read the text of the poem and understand the meaning line by line. Stanza 1. The free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends. Now, first, when we have a glance at the entire text of the poem, we see that only the first alphabet of the stanza is capital, rest everything is in the small font. That shows the continuity of expression of the poetess. Now, the meaning of this sentence is the free bird that symbolizes the white American leaps means takes a flight from the ground on the back of the wind. Now, back of the wind means the wind supports it. It provides a favorable position that encourages the forward momentum of the bird. Now, it also means that the political support that the white Americans had during that time. And floats downstream till the currents end. It moves ahead continuously with the flow of the wind until the current of the wind ends. And dips his wings in the orange sun rays. Orange sun rays means the favorable conditions, the enthusiastic and the lively environment provided to the white Americans at that time. It also denotes the luxuries of the life and all the possible opportunities that the white Americans had. So it dips its wings, means it is completely immersed in all the favorable conditions provided, and dares to claim the sky. Now, when you have all the things supporting your growth, you always try to soar higher and higher. And this free bird, the white American, dares. He has that daring that he can claim the entire sky and name it as his own. So here we see that the back of the wind is the phrase used to denote the favorable conditions, the support that the bird has got for its movement. Orange sun rays denotes the favorable conditions, the lively atmosphere in which the free bird lives. Let's move ahead to the next stanza. Stanza 2. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage. Now stalking is looking down. Here, in contrast to the first paragraph, the poetess is talking about the bird that is caged. So this caged birds symbolizes the black Americans who are enslaved, who are caged inside. Can seldom see through his bars of rage. Bars of rage are bars or boundaries of anger that are filled inside the caged bird, the black Americans, as they are not given any opportunity or rights and they are struggling hard day and night. Can seldom means very rarely, see through his bars of rage. When the bird is in cage and when he tries to stalk down or look down, he can hardly see anything because the cage bar blocks his vision. His vision is blocked. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied. Now, when the bird is in cage, his wings are clipped, not actually cut it off, but he cannot fly. That is why his wings are clipped and his feet are tied, because the boundary of movement remains confined to that cage. It also means that the opportunities were not provided to the black Americans. Their growth was confined. They had to struggle for their day-to-day needs also. So he opens his throat to sing. Now, when all the opportunities are blocked, your vision is blocked, you have no way to go ahead, what is left with you is only your own voice. And that is why the caged bird only opens his throat to sing and express his views and let his views reach out to the people. Let's move to the next stanza. The caged bird sings. Now the caged bird has opened his throat and started expressing to sing with a fearful trill. Trill is the sound. Fearful. Now also if he is singing, he is not singing lively. He is not enthusiastic about his song. He is singing in a fearful voice. Of the things unknown. He doesn't know all the things that lay outside the world. Now things over here also define the responsibilities, opportunities which are not available to him, which he has never seen, but he wants to, but longed for still. There are things which are unknown to him, but he still longs to see them, to gain them, to have a proper and peaceful life. And his tune is heard on the distant hill. Although he is caged, he cannot go out and put his word ahead or express his views, but his voice can reach to a distant hill. Means distant hill over here also symbolizes the people, the activists who are fighting for the rights, and these people can hear the voice of the caged bird. Means they can understand the sufferings of these people. For the caged bird sings of freedom, because he is not singing of any luxurious life or something that a person wants for luxury or entertainment. He just wants his freedom from this cage. Here adjectives like fearful are used. Fearful, longed, these adjectives are used to emphasize the condition of the caged bird. Let's move to the next stanza. The free bird. Now again the poetess is shift the focus from the caged bird to the free bird. In the first stanza we saw the condition of the free bird is very favorable. He is living his life at the fullest. And now he again thinks of another opportunity. The free bird thinks of another breeze, Another breeze refers to another opportunity. He has already grabbed all the opportunities that were available to him, and now he is moving ahead, looking forward for more such opportunities. And the trade wind soft through the sighing trees. Now, geographically speaking, the trade winds are the winds that blow towards the equator, and equatorial region is the most favorable. But here trade wind also denotes the winds that are giving support to free bird to move ahead and supporting their momentum. Through soft winds, soft through the sighing trees. Now sighing has two meanings over here. One is the sound created by the trees when breeze flows through them, and when personified, the sighing trees are the trees that are giving a sighing sound. Sadness, they are expressing grief for the caged bird, as they cannot see caged bird flying like a free bird and grabbing all the opportunities. Those trees are also expressing their sadness. And the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn. Dawn bright is a bright lit lawn. Lawn, open space which is brightly lit. Fat worm. Fat worm is the worms that is eaten by the birds. So fat worms also denote as the best, choicest of foods that is available to the free bird. Also it denotes the choicest of opportunities, equality and all the favorable condition that only the free bird gets. And he names the sky his own. In the first stanza we saw that he just dares to claim the sky. But now when he is getting an opportunity one by one and all the conditions and everything is favorable for his growth, he has named the sky as his own. Let's move ahead to the next stanza. On the very contrary to the stanza we saw now, the condition of the caged bird is miserable. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. Now grave of dreams is very important over here. Grave is burial. When you bury all your dreams, all your emotions, all your aspirations, you have no hope of life. That is your grave of dreams. So caged bird, this cage becomes his grave of dreams because he is not getting any way out of the cage, and without getting out of the cage, he cannot do anything with his life. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. Now his life has become a nightmare for him. His shadows are shouting. These words, shout and scream, they are used as personification for shadow. Obviously your shadows cannot shout. It is you as a person, but the condition of the caged bird is so miserable that even the shadow of the birds have started feeling that pain and screaming and shouting. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied. As we saw before also, it is not the literal meaning, but he has been blocked inside the cage. All the opportunities and all the luxuries of life are taken away from him. He has not been given the opportunity to move ahead in life or to grow. He has been enslaved inside a cage, and that is why he opens his throat to sing, because that is the only way to express. Also, these two lines of clipped wings, tied feet and singing are repeated again to create emphasis on the condition of the black Africans in America. Stanza 6, as we see, is the repetition of stanza 3. It is also used to create emphasis and to express the grief of people. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill. Still the caged bird, after his struggle, is still singing with a fearful voice, fearful trill. He is not singing for entertainment or enthusiasm. Of things unknown, still the things are unknown to him, but he is still longing for those opportunities and those unseen paths. He wants to venture everything in his life. And his tune is heard on the distant hill, means still the tune, means his song of pain and grief are still heard until the distant hill, where He is longing and still asking for his freedom. People are still listening to his pain and grief. For the caged bird sings of freedom, means that the caged bird does not demand any luxuries in life, but he just demands of his freedom from these bars of rage. He wants to live a life full of opportunities and given equal rights as other people. I hope you have understood this poem well. Let's have a recap of this poem. Now, the poem displays the situation of white and black Americans symbolized by a free bird and a caged bird respectively. White people are symbolized by free bird and black people are symbolized by caged bird. The free bird has all the opportunities and resources open and readily available. Also soars high in the sky, conquering it, making it his own. And he also gets fat worms representing all the choicest stuff available to them, because he has all the conditions favorable for his life. Whereas the caged bird has not yet even seen many things. He has not yet explored the world outside and still longs for opportunities to explore the world outside the cage, as his movement is restricted in the cage, and also his wings are clipped and feet are tied, means he is being blocked inside the cage. He is not allowed to go outside and explore things. The cage becomes a grave of his dreams and he cries for freedom. Thus, the caged bird opens his throat to sing about the unknown and sings to let his voice reach out to the people who can help him get freedom. People over here are activists, the people who were actively participating in protest and fighting for the rights of the black people during that time. So we clearly have a vision over here, a clear picture of what the condition of America was during that time. I hope you have understood this poem and you can easily attempt this for your exams. If you like our video, do share it with your friends and hit the like button. Stay tuned with Zenith Academy Online. Thank you.